I just had to figure this out. I was like, what is going on? What is making...
No, you don't understand. It's bad. It is really bad. I mean...
Well, if it's a first-person shooter, I couldn't play it. I would be horrible at it.
Yeah, we've actually talked about, should we get Espo involved in this? Should we invite him to do this? And we've all kind of agreed no, for one reason. Not because you wouldn't be any good.
What's the reason?
Because you would get in the car, the motorcycle, or the Jeep, and you would do crazy stuff. Yeah. You would say, hey, there's a cliff over here. Let me see what happens when I jump off it.
Yeah, I would try to jump and see if my car would jump, see if my dune buggy would jump, see if I could explode in the air.
Well, the fun thing is that we've been playing with Cole, which is Avante's son.
Oh yeah.
He's 14 and he is a mini Espo when it comes to this.
I like
it's like it. We're running through and he's like, oh, motorcycle. It's got three passengers. Get in. And like, no, you're going to kill us. So we were going across the map the other day, trying to get back in the zone so we didn't die. And he saw a hill. This one hill specifically lines you up so that you can possibly land on the roof of the house.
Oh, yeah. That sounds awesome.
We missed it. We got the hill and we went over the house. And he landed it, and we didn't die, which he's extremely proud of.
Nice. I approve. See, it's that those 1% chance of survivals that make it worth it. 99 times you're gonna kill everyone, but that one time that you make it, people will remember forever, and it's worth it. And it's worth it. So worth it. Yeah,
so it's absorbed many of our people's time.
PUBG.
I mean, we've got 2 channels now in Patreon and Discord just for PUBG chat.
I honestly thought it was Club Penguin, just the advanced version. I thought it was a chat room for people to go in and act like furries. PUBG. Here it's an acronym.
Yeah.
PUBG.
Yeah, I say we because I signed up for this craziness and I don't understand. The biggest thing about it is, why is this so compelling? Why is this so engaging? Because I don't know either. I think the only thing about it is just the fact that you can, when you die, if you die, that you can you can go right back in and go again. It doesn't count against you. There's no punishment.
Oh, so you keep playing?
No,
the same
you don't.
Game?
No, you die, you're out.
Oh, so, well then what do you do when you're playing with your friends, though?
Well, you can spectate them.
Okay,
so
until they die.
Until they die. And if they win the match, beat everybody else, you get credit for it. Also,
nice.
Because you're part of a team.
What if you get in a Chevy Blazer and just go around the map running over everybody?
Well, that you can do that, but you're likely to die doing it.
Okay, so let's say...
But you can run over people.
This is my goal for this game now. I'm going to get in a vehicle with my 3 friends. We're going to go over the map. We're going to run over everybody. We're the only 4 remaining. We're still in the vehicle alive. We're the only 4. So we go ahead and do this awesome jump where we all jump off the map into the ocean. We all die at the same time. Who wins?
We all do because we're the last standing, because you would have won when you killed the last person.
So you can win as a group.
Oh, totally. Yes.
Oh, you don't have to turn on each other then.
No, you don't.
Oh, I thought this was survival of the fittest. I was like, I'm not going to kill my friends.
Well, there's 3 ways to do it.
Run us off a cliff.
There is solo play, duos, or squad, which is 4.
Okay.
And so you can go in any of those options, and when you do, then depending on what you're doing, that's how you win.
Can you shoot while you're in a vehicle?
Yes.
Oh, this is this is something that I would definitely be into. I would have to be the driver though, because I'm no good at anything else. I'm very good at driving games. That's too funny. But unfortunately, I have zero time. Like today, oh my gosh, I need more time. I was up at 6 working around the yard, and then I said I have to go ride my bike. As soon as I get home from riding the bike, my dad calls. He's like, "Dude, you got time?" I was like, "No, not really." He's like, "Well, you're gonna have to come with me because I need somebody to drive the trailer back from the vet." And I was like, "Ah." But luckily, we didn't need to take him. So craziness. So
okay. I sent you a link to the Zencaster.
To PUBG.
I'm scared to invite you to that.
Dude, don't invite me to PUBG. I hear enough about Club Penguin at school. I don't need to do it at home. Club Penguin.
That's good. That's working.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to see if Twitch chat's working. This ought to be exciting. For a second, my internet might go down because I'm accessing Twitch. So just hold on.
Yeah.
Here we go. Okay. Pop out. There we go. Right. Get it. Oh, you know what I do need to get into the game? Is this bad? Because I got to look at my gold count and other things.
I mean, it's not bad. I'm just saying that knowing you, if you get in there.
Oh, yeah. It'll be like
pulling teeth.
Yeah. All right. Let me see.
No, don't do it.
Do we have any Twitter shout-outs?
No. No.
Let me check my Twitter real quick.
It's been sketch.
Dude, 2 brains, 2 legend followed me. I will follow them back. Whoa. Play more arena, fool. Arena ×1. Free arena run. Mahoon would like you to enjoy a free arena run during the Frost Festival. Okay. Seems legit. Oh. Wow. False. I like double gold, so there's nothing really you can do to please me. Nope. I'm not convinced. So is he right? Is the Frost Festival better than the Fire Festival?
I'm
gonna say
about
no.
even. It's about even.
Because right now I'm looking, and I got like thousands of gold because of the double quest stuff. All right.
So I'm giving him Kenny an ultimatum.
You're what?
Giving Kenny an ultimatum.
Okay.
I'm telling him, let me know if something can be worked out, or I can try reaching out to another guest. Meaning, we get somebody on the show, but it's not going to be you, then, or somebody from Blizzard.
Yeah.
Then let me know so I have time to work it out.
Yeah.
I had a backup option I wanted to throw past you.
Okay.
You want to see if we can get to Sky's Toast?
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Just as the backup plan. But
I think so, yeah.
I don't hear anything back from Kenny tomorrow, then I'll email him. See what we can get. See if he's able.
Yeah.
And also, depending on his schedule, we may have to do a different day or whatever.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
We'll figure it out. All right, I think I'm in Twitch chat. There we go.
Let's see if he has his yo team. That's you. Let's see if he has his streaming schedule. Every day, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
As long as he doesn't have J Lightning, we'll be fine.
So he'd be done at 6 p.m. I'm sorry, at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is when he starts.
8 o'clock's fine. Actually buys us one more turn.
And he's actually streaming right now.
God, we're gonna survive by the skin of our arse. What? Yeah, I got screwed by Blizzard's programming again.
Interesting.
And he doesn't have a contact info, so. Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Guess it would help if I brought the show notes up. Sorry about the formatting, and they're a little whacked. I'm doing this on my iPad at work. And actually, I'm typing them into a notepad and then emailing them to myself and cut and pasting it. Space between these. This week, what are they called again? The brawl.
That?
What's a brawl this week?
Frozen Ragnaros Face
Festival.
I don't know. Frozen Fire Festival. Frozen Festival. Frost Festival. Frost Festival.
Yes. Celebrate the Frost Festival with a Hune's Superior Brawl.
Oh, yeah. A Hoon's Superior Brawl. Enjoy Frost Festival games, fool. Destroy Ragnaros' dummies faster than your opponent. Heroes cannot be healed or keep armor. And heroes are immune. You can't attack them.
There's your details.
Got it.
And special particle effects are active through your WoW emote. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to hit record.
Do it.
You're listening to Legend of the Innkeeper, the Hearthstone podcast for casual players.
Ah, you're new here. Pull up a chair by the hearth.
Welcome to Legend of the Innkeeper. I'm Vestidius.
And I am Espo.
And you're back. Glad to have you back. I was afraid we were going to have to do this without you.
I know, right? Never.
Thought you're going to get lost in the mountains somewhere.
Nah. Well, maybe.
Well, did you have a good time?
Oh my gosh, we had an amazing time. Definitely missed the res though. It was tough being up there. This is the 8th year we've done it with my family, and Res obviously part of my family. And definitely missed him. He was in Korea. We FaceTimed him a little bit. We were sitting around the fire after a long day of riding vehicles and bicycles around the mountain, but it was cool. We had a good time.
Well, fun. Good deal.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I assume that means you have not played a whole bunch of Hearthstone in your time away. I know you crammed it yesterday.
I did. I got a bunch of matches in yesterday. Had some fun, but yeah, I mean, internet is iffy. And I'm with my family, and I don't want to.
Oh yeah, totally.
Playing a game that that they can't.
It's not
really
interactive.
Enjoy.
Yeah, it's not like you can have everybody playing. But then again, you could have broke out your 5 accounts and had a fireside gathering.
And they would have had to download the game, and we were telling tales about who wrecked their bike last year and who rolled their ATV down over the hill, and it's looking at our phones was not the top priority.
Right.
At least most of us. My one cousin, I think he had his phone glued to his chin because it was we were making fun of him. It was cool.
It's been a quite insightful week and a half that you've been gone. Lots of different things popping out, and I'm pulling notes together for a show, and I'm like, wow, I don't know if we'll have anything to talk about it. I say that way too often, and I'm going through this and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a little bit here, a little bit there, and then I came across, oh yeah, Ben Brode had an AMA on Reddit. Oh my goodness, that man talked about everything under the sun, and we're going to talk about that today. That's a big chunk of the show.
Of course he did.
So anyways, lots of cool stuff coming. Lots of cool stuff we've been doing. And yeah, let's dig into it. So also, somebody's already asking in chat, does this mean there's no Death Knight as a class? And yes, that is correct. There is no Death Knight as a class. There are 9 of them.
Yeah.
9 Death Knights. In fact, that's one of the questions we were going to talk about with Ben Brode's AMA.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about how with this next set, you will be able to turn into a Death Knight version of your class,
right?
With a certain legendary card, but actually with 2. So each class gets one, and then you have one neutral one, which is where it actually turns you into the Lich King himself.
Mm-hmm.
It's a neutral that any class can use, and you will gain that through the adventure that comes with the expansion. Or is that what they're calling it? Like, what are they calling it? I'm sure they have a name for it.
The storyline, I guess. I don't remember.
Okay, we'll go with storyline. I forget what they called it in the oh man, it's been what, 2 weeks? I've been out of it. I apologize. But they had their little live broadcast, and they talked about what we were going to see and the fact that they were going to introduce new cards and one new keyword. And so,
yeah, the one thing that Ben
life still seems pretty cool.
He did say about this is that the nice part about the heroes becoming Death Knights is that they were able to make awesome hero powers, and not just one. So each of the heroes, when you convert them into a Death Knight, they get a new hero power that has a cool new unique ability, and each class has their own. Yeah, so that's something you can look forward to.
The hunter, you'll be able to stitch two beasts together to make an ultimate beast and play it later on. Pretty cool stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, starting into that, the Caverns Below adjustment, which was rumored and then discussed that was coming in a future patch, has gone live. It is out live now. The Caverns Below is the Rogue's Quest card, and it now costs 5 mana instead of 4. Everything else remains the same. It was a little overpowered in general.
No.
You don't agree.
You got it wrong. You said it costs 5 mana now instead of 4, and that is false. It costs 5 mana before. So what they did was they changed it from being, you used to have to play 4 of the same named minion. Now you have to play 5 of the same.
Oh, I got the wrong. My numbers messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. You had the right numbers. You had 4 and 5 correct. They changed it from 4 to 5. And normally, in Vastidius' defense, normally when they change cards, they change them, attack, health, mana. So, it was changed from needing 4 minions of the same name to solve the quest to 5 minions of the same name to solve the quest. So they just added one more, which, that'll slow it down a little bit. I know there were a few games there where on turn 3 I was solving the quest, and it was then everything I played after that, which a lot of my cards were free and had charge, were 5/5s. So 5/5s on turn 3 that would charge is pretty crazy. So they changed it so that you have to play one more minion than you used to solve the quest. Then you still have to play the 5 mana spell that for the rest of your game makes your minions 5/5s.
Right.
So you still have to play that, but with preparation, which makes your next spell cost 3 less, that spell still costs 2 mana with a preparation. So I consider it definitely a nerf. It's still a fun card to play. It's just a little bit more difficult to get that 5th minion out. So no big deal.
The reason I messed that up is because I don't
slowed it down. So. It's all right, dude. I got your back. Just like you got my back, dude. We got each other's backs. We will figure this out. One of these days we'll know how to play the Hearthstone.
Hearth what?
Hearthstone?
Exactly. Is that it?
No, that website's bad. Goodness.
Okay. And another thing that was mentioned is that or at least not mentioned, it was noticed in some of the patch notes and the patching, when people go digging into the data mining, they found that the offline status functionality that has been long rumored that may be coming at some point in the future might be coming sooner than later, because there were some lines in the code that actually led to that possibility. And in the past, Jeff Kaplan, who is the Overwatch lead developer, he's recently discussed saying that they want to offer this feature in Overwatch, but they have to coordinate with the other teams to make that happen. because the client is cross game, cross enterprise. So they have to make sure it works for all the games. So this may be Team Vive's integration to make that put those building blocks in place that are needed for the client to go forward. So hopefully that will be coming very soon. I know a lot of people wanted that feature. Essentially what that is that you can change your status in game to be offline instead of showing you as online when you want to play quietly without being interrupted, or you're on your iPad and you don't want your game to crash every time somebody sends you a message. Yeah, somebody needs that. Oh, and also in that data mining process, they found a few more things. One of them which launched today. So it's the Frost Festival coming up now. It's actually live now. That is essentially for 3 weeks. Each week during the festival, you're going to get a free arena run. And let me see if they actually have put out details about this now that it's gone live. I didn't look at it today.
Well, I know when I logged in tonight, so tonight's the first night I've logged in since they put in this stuff. And it said, Frost Festival's going on. I assume it started today. And it said, hey, here's your free arena run. Good luck. So, and then went in, and sure enough, I have a free arena coming. Also, the Brawl was added, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So.
And there's actually a special trailer specifically for the Frost Festival that Blizzard released, which I'll have to watch later on too. Mm-hmm. So to celebrate it, there's also a Brawl that's out today as well. When you log in each week, players are going to be rewarded a single free arena ticket, and it doesn't have to be redeemed right away. The interesting thing about this that's even a little more fun is that each arena that you run using this Frost Festival, actually any arena started during Frost Festival, you're gonna start with 1 win already, which means that's going to increase your prizes at the end of the however many games you play and win. So
awesome.
Keep in mind that you can't get to the Knights of the Frozen Throne card packs from Arena Rewards. So you may not want to spend gold on arena runs if you normally don't do that. You may want to save that gold for the upcoming packs instead, because the packs you're going to be getting are not the new ones.
Speaking of which, dude, how much gold have you saved?
635.
Ooh, I'm at 3,507.
I know.
But my goal is 5,000 before it drops.
Okay.
So hopefully I can do it. I should be able to do it. I always try to get 5,000 gold. That way I can get the 50 packs from the pre-order and 50 packs from gold. So.
Well, the problem is I've been a little distracted. This thing called PUBG has had my attention.
Penguin.
No, it's not Club Penguin.
Pokemon Go.
No. No.
Dude, PUBG, I don't understand. I guess I understand now that you've explained it. But I'm an old man. I can't do those first-person shooters. The only reason I do Overwatch with you guys is because A, it's a Blizzard game, and 2, it's you guys. So, but I have a feeling that you guys are like, should we let Espo play Overwatch with us tonight? We're actually trying to win.
Yeah. No, you mean PUBG, not Overwatch.
Oh, but both.
Both, yeah, true, yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. We'll see how much I can get stacked away. I'm going to try to put some more. I did get rid of a 40 gold quest tonight to move forward. I only got a 50 gold quest in this place, but they're both paladin quests, so I can at least combo them together. And then I have the arena run. Yeah. I'm going to do. I do enjoy the arena much more than you did. We got numbers a couple weeks ago. We looked at our numbers of arenas, and you're like 7. And I'm like at 450, and you're like, what? Yeah. I don't know how I had so many, but yeah,
I don't know I don't remember you. Well, I guess I do remember you playing Arena for a while. But yeah, welcome to the Arena. Arena ×1. You have an extra Arena ticket. Don't worry about the usual entrance fee this time.
Mm-hmm. Well, the also,
and then it says Ahoon is granting a free win.
Ahoon.
Yeah.
And then also pre-order. If you are interested in getting the 50 packs ahead of time, you can do that for a mere $49.99, and you get a free card back for doing so if you choose to do that. I know a lot of people are not necessarily interested in spending $50 on the game, but like that's what I was talking about. You can save your gold in game to buy packs, and if you do that ahead of time, like we've started to do, especially when we know something's coming, we get an idea of when it's about time to start saving, and you know how much gold you can earn each week. Then figure out, okay, it's going to take me this many weeks to get, say, a goal of 5,000 gold. Start early and do that, so that when it comes around, you've got 5,000 gold is 50 packs. That's just what you can get in game. So that's a good chunk of gold to go at for you. So there are ways to do it for free.
Well, I almost knocked my dragon over. Like I said earlier, I'll go ahead and I'll buy the pre-order, and then I'll try to save 5,000 gold. And with that 100 packs plus, I think I got 13 free packs with Ungoro. If you remember that, we got a bunch of free packs. So, and now with the new legendary rules, you'll be opening 120. I'll be opening 120 packs. I know right away. And then, I played the WoW TCG, and an expansion would drop, and part of the fun is collecting the cards, right? Mm-hmm. Now, granted, we would have box openings with our friends, and we would trade right there at the comic book store. So that's kind of cool. You can't do that with this game, but you can still open packs with your friends like we do, and enjoy seeing each other open up great cards. So I think, and that happens throughout the expansion. Like, I'm still opening packs, well, not so much anymore, but I still open up packs and get excited because I'm like, hey, I didn't have that card before. So, that's part of the collectible card game aspect of this, right? Is that am I saying that right?
No, you're fine.
You don't just, I mean, I like the fact that I don't get all the cards right away, because that's part of the pull. Like, I want to, get in there and get a pack, because I'm like, man, if I get this pack and I get this card, that'll be awesome. Or I get this dust, then I can make that card. So, I mean, yeah, I don't get all my cards right away, but that's part of collectible card gaming. You collect them. If you got them all at once, then what would there be to collect, I guess? I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool with the new legendary rules, and I think that's going to help a lot with me, because I know I stink at opening up legendaries, and Vestidius has all the luck. So, and all of us collectively here at Legend of the Innkeeper have the bad luck of opening up the same legendary multiple times.
Yes.
Adric the Pure. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
I wanted to punch him in his pure face.
But yes, also keep in mind that with the new release, with an expansion, you are guaranteed to get a legendary within your first 10 packs of a new set.
Yeah.
So you're definitely going to have one at least right off the bat after you open your first 10 packs. Said you're not. So there was a update. If you open any packs of a set before the change goes live, you won't receive a legendary in your first 10 packs.
Yeah, that's hear a lot of people saying, if you have packs to open, don't open them until the patch goes through that has the duplicates and everything in it.
Right.
So, yeah. So I'm saving my packs actually to see.
Yeah, and I did see confirmed that the Ben Bro did say that when you open a pack, the cards are generated at the time you open the pack, not at the time you got the pack.
Okay, so tell me this.
Ben Brode said that for sure.
This is a question for you, Mr. I Read Brenbode's AMA. I have a few classic packs to open.
Yep.
I let the patch go through.
Yep.
Those classic packs, if I open up those first, that's not going to count towards my legendary thing. Like
Correct.
If I open that classic pack, I'm going to get a legendary. No. It's only in the your first Frozen Knights of the Frozen Throne pack will have a legendary in it, correct? Whether it's a pre-purchase, bought with gold, whatever.
No. Okay, so here's a word, an example. Let's say a new player who's opened a single pack of Whispers of the Old Gods will not be guaranteed to open a legendary in the first 10 packs once the update goes into effect. So players who are new to Hearthstone have a potential for not getting I'm trying to read through this, try to figure it out sometime. This is confusing.
Yes, right? From what I read, this is from what I read. The first pack you open from Frozen Throne, Knights of the Frozen Throne, which I have to find a nickname for it, you will get a legendary in your first Knights of the Frozen Throne pack, from what I understand. Is that correct? I thought I had heard that.
Let's forget anybody else's cards. You don't have any packs saved. The patch goes live. You bought the pre-order, and you got the pre-orders. You have 50 packs. When you open your first 10 packs, one of those will have a legendary, guaranteed. That's the guideline.
Whether it's Frozen Throne, Whispers of the Old Gods, classic packs, bought with cash, bought with gold.
No, I'm talking about just Frozen Throne. Just the Frozen Throne.
Frozen Throne. Do we know if it's pre-order or is it like if I choose to not pre-order and I just use my 5,000 gold, I buy 50 packs, I open up the first 10, am I going to get a legendary?
Players who have opened one or more packs from a specific set prior to the change going live will not receive the bonus for that set. So if you open a Whispers of the Old God pack, you're not going to be guaranteed a legendary in the top 10. Okay, I think we should put this aside and we'll get a clarification, because the more I read into it, the more confused I am. And I thought I had it in my head solid until you started asking questions and confusing me. Stop. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I want to make sure we have it. I'm going to confirm with Blizzard because there is confusion with this, and it still doesn't help anything to what they've said at all. It's even makes it more confusing. So don't listen to any of that previous stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can listen to it, but we're tabling that, and we'll come back and have an answer for you next week. I'll get an answer somehow. Okay. The other thing that's interesting is with this whole Knights of the Frozen Throne, Blizzard has their marketing team in action. They are moving forward with all kinds of actually really cool advertisements that have hit the interwebs. Apparently, the Lich King came and interviewed with Ben Brode. There's a video of that. You'll have to see it. It's really awesome.
It's pretty funny.
And then he got a little frustrated and then posted a news update saying that the Lich King has taken over Tempo Storm, and he's rebranded the company with they're now called the Frozen Pone, and you can buy T-shirts and all that good stuff with it on there. Crazy. And then also this week, the Lich King has opened a new business. He's opened the Ice Cream Citadel. And T-shirts went live. You can purchase an Ice Cream Citadel T-shirt if you want to. So
That's so
The crazy thing is they're going to be selling ice cream at San Diego's Comic-Con this weekend.
That's awesome.
So Comic-Con starts tomorrow, and they're going to be there, and you can get vanilla ice cream or gelato special there at the Comic-Con from like 9 to 9 every day of the event. So, and I believe the Lich King is the one who's selling it. So if you want to get the picture taken with
awesome. That's
there
good stuff.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun. That's kind of crazy. And I believe I did read somewhere that they're going to have it at BlizzCon too. The Ice Cream Citadel. So
awesome.
Okay. Now the biggie. Ben Brode took to Reddit and did an AMA, which is Ask Me Anything is what that stands for. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, all the time I see these AMAs, I see them right as it finishes. You know, I get out there and check it out when I hear about it and see it. I'm like, oh, wow, there's an AMA. And first post I read is, thanks, everybody, for participating. I'm so exhausted I'm going to bed. Or I'm done. It's like, oh, man, I had questions. I wanted you to answer, but anyway, so. But he had a ton of questions and a ton of answers and a lot of details. So I wanted to go through some of the answers and things that he talked about.
Okay.
So first of all, no card spoilers till the 24th. Did you say
5
wait?
days. We should wait till the 24th to get some spoilers.
Yeah, we're going to give card stuff on the 24th. So, and also another thing, there's no console support at this time being considered. So those of you who...
I like that.
Why would you want to play this on a console? I wouldn't want to play this on a console.
No.
I think their response was, it plays great on an iPad and tablets, and phones.
Yeah.
So enjoy it there. More details on making more stats available to players will hopefully come later this year. I would like to see this. I want to see how many times I've made the mistake and played Deathwing and destroyed all the cards in my hand. Or, who knows? Things like that. Yeah,
so would they know? Would they know that you made the mistake?
Well, probably, because if I play it, here's a stat for you. How many cards did you discard playing Deathwing?
There we go.
yours
would be through the roof, right? It would be like average would be here. Yours would be like way up here.
Yeah, everybody who's been, every time Deathwing's played, on average, they discard 2 cards. Fastidious? 9.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You had a full hand.
I did. It was horrible. Okay. He also talked about the average game time. The typical game is 7.5 minutes. Interesting.
Yeah, that is an interesting stat, because it always feels longer than that.
It does. It really does.
So if that's the average, wow. But there's a lot of people out there that coin concede. Just throw out the coin and concede.
True. I don't get that very often, though.
I've seen it quite a bit.
There are no plans for any content from other Blizzard titles to be in the game outside of tavern brawls or card packs. So we will not see StarCraft characters.
Okay.
Watch characters.
I was
Diablo
confused
characters,
by this. I was like, what does this mean?
Cards. Now, we did see the Diablo theme, so to speak, in a tavern brawl recently, when was it the whole idea behind that? But I think that would be the only thing. Same, we've seen card backs. We had the Overwatch card back, and I still have that one.
Which that's understandable. Those are things that we can. They don't alter the gameplay.
True. Yep. Now here's a pretty cool topic. He had a few things to say about alternate heroes. And I think you're really being excited about this one if you didn't see this. Druid and Warlock hero skins will happen. No spoilers yet. So you want a new hero? Warlock?
I was going to say, I think, because those are the only 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to see a new Warlock hero. That'd be fun. especially
yeah.
now the golden border shows.
Yeah, Gul'dan's cool, but come on, where's my Warlock love?
They're still working on getting Tyrande out to all the regions, and they did also mention that bringing Tyrande back to the regions where she's already been isn't something they feel they need to do right now. So if you do not have her and you're in one of those regions, don't expect to see her back anytime soon. We'll see. A little bit about cards. One of the cards that he mentioned specifically is Ice Block. This Ice Block matches some red flags for a card that maybe shouldn't be in standard forever. So we may see a nerf to Ice Block. We'll see. I also mentioned no legendary totem is an oversight, and they will consider fixing this. And it made me think, legendary totem. What can that do? That would be kind of interesting to see that come into play and how they would work that in.
So explain this to me, because I'm a little lost. So no legendary totem is an oversight.
Right.
What does that
mean? They haven't done a legendary totem. A totem card that's a legendary card.
Oh, because we've had legendary mechs. We've had legendary murlocs. We've had legendary beasts.
Legendary pirates.
Oh, yes. Yes, we've had legendary pirates.
Legendary animal. You said beasts.
Legendary elementals.
Yep.
Alakir the Windlord. Ragnaros. Oh, okay.
So maybe we'll see a legendary
dragons. Did I say dragons? Yeah. Okay. Wow. That is. You know what? That's funny, because I'd never. When I first read that, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. And then I started thinking, wow, that totally makes sense. Oh my goodness, there is no legendary totem. How rude.
It's like, now I demand a legendary totem. Now that you mentioned it, I never thought of it before.
I don't even play shaman. I don't even play shaman. How rude. Our legendary totems. Let's go. I'm on the bandwagon. Right. Let's do this.
Makes me wonder if there's one in this expansion.
Well, it's that's quite an oversight. Well, I don't know. I feel bad for the totems. Is that possible?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay. Moving on.
In Ben's opinion, the Stone Tusk Boar is the most guilty card when it comes to limiting future mechanics.
Yeah.
And Mike Dene also added to that, Preparation, Innervate, and Malagos are also mechanic limiters. And what that means is it prevents them from doing different things because having that card in the game breaks or is super overpowered.
Yes. Well, they're potentially, when comboed with other cards, they're potentially very dangerous and very broken. Yeah.
So they didn't say what they're going to do about that. They just said, hey, just so you know, this one makes it really difficult for us to do stuff. So it's interesting that poor little Stone Board is the problem.
My new favorite thing is Barnesing out a Malagos and then playing out the rest of your mana with spells to the face. That's my new favorite thing to do with Rogue. Since the Quest Rogue is kind of nerfed, my new favorite thing is Barnesing out a Malagos and then all the damage.
Nice.
All the head cracks.
Well, then he talked a little bit about the expansions. He said the reason for the delay between announcement and card reveals is that due to the feedback they were getting that said the hype was dying towards the release of an expansion due to the spoiler period being too long. I totally get that. I see that. It is probably a very fine balance to try and say, okay, we want to announce something, hype it up right before it launches, and keep the excitement going. And you got to get that. But at the same time, you can't let people wait too long to have the announcement. So it's like, do we announce now or do we wait a week or 2 weeks? And so they're trying to do that balance. So, but he did also give us an update on where they're at currently with the design future. They said they're currently finalizing the design for this year's third expansion. They're working on the first set for next year. and they're brainstorming ideas for the second set in 2018. So they're looking forward and moving forward. It doesn't stop. They have to keep moving the bar further and further. Plus, at that period of time, too, we have another retirement of cards that would come at the beginning of the year. So,
and possibly Hall of Fame inductees.
That's true. Yep. He touched a little bit on free to play. Players are still able to compete at a high level without spending money, but they are listening to feedback. So if you have feedback about that, please let Blizzard know. How can you do that? You can post on their forums. You can also post in Reddit. They read Reddit frequently. Send them a tweet on the Twitter or the tweeter, depending on what your preference is. Yeah. So definitely give them feedback on what you think and how you feel about it. I know a lot of people have felt like that the game is just way too expensive to play. Well, they have lots of stats and numbers that kind of show that. So, we'll see what happens, but they are willing to listen and take that into account. He also mentioned there are lots of opportunities to earn packs in the new set in upcoming events. I assume one of those events was this arena promotion, which gives you the chance to go in and play an arena and have one win from the beginning so that you can get a pack. You get a pack from the arena run. So it's worth doing even if you don't win your games. And you'll get 3 of those for sure coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and you automatically get a win, which is usually I end up with 1 win in arena. So that I'm already up on it. I'm already up.
And then he talked about game modes. There's all kinds of conversation happening around game modes. And he said they have a design that they're excited to try out for the new ranked experience. An announcement will come once they know how it changes through the actual implementation. So there sounds like there's something in the works. They're really excited about for the rank experience, which is the ladder system. And I'm excited to see what that's about because I think it needs to be tweaked.
So
I think
will we ever get Legend Vestidius? Is
that I've considered. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some work. So one day, I think so. One day.
Ooh, wow. Okay, yeah, you're being positive.
You've frequently gotten down to 5, 4 in that range. I've been down to 7 once, and I think if I actually put effort into it the whole month, then I probably could do it. It's just a matter of being persistent. They also talked about spectator mode is a place where they can make some improvements. I like the spectator mode specifically, but I don't see what more improvements they can make other than making it a little more solid with the viewing your opponent's cards. It's kind of hard to see them sometimes without having over them.
Not viewing your opponent's cards.
No. I mean,
yeah.
The opponents, if you're looking at both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see my opponent's cards too. That would make spectator mode so much better.
Yeah. And then card rotations will not happen outside of the Hearthstone New Year. So they're not going to rotate any cards into Wild outside of those yearly opportunities. Wild cards won't get a reduction in dust cost. We've been hearing that they're going to bring these cards back for sale. So when they do that, this will make them more accessible but they're not going to reduce that cost. It's interesting. There are details to come about changes in arena rewards, and they have nothing to say about tournament mode right now.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I would have seen something with tournament mode within the last year. I mean, they've been talking about it sort of for the last year. I mean, it's been rumored out there. They need to do something there.
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, they need to do something about that. Okay. And then the last part they talked about was experimentation. Blizzard takes the opportunity to kind of go through and do all kinds of crazy stuff in their playtesting. One of the things they have considered is making a free set of cards that would rotate, but they say that's complex, and they're exploring similar options.
So it's complex to give free cards away?
No, it's not giving free cards away. That's the thing. What it was asked is having a set of cards that rotates into play for, just say, a week that are in Wild currently. So, say, for example, Azure Drake is available this week to come in and mix things up. That would be one thing, something like that. But they have considered bringing some cards back from Wild for a short period of time to change the meta. That's kind of what they're talking about. There was also another piece to that I'm trying to remember. I'll try and find it while I'm thinking about it. He also said testing internally is as an experiment, changing ladder format during the last part of the month, which would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be.
I don't know that people would like that. Just because here you are working with one set of rules to work your way up the ladder. And then suddenly the last week, all the rules change, or the rules change in some way. Would that be something you want to see?
I don't know how I feel about that. It's because, some people can only play at the beginning of the month. Some people can only play at the end of the month. Some people have a limited time. So I would hate to see it where they're like, oh, hey, guess what? Your time on the ladder is forgotten about because I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, so the question on the rotation part was, has a team ever considered creating a set of free cards that rotates weekly? These cards will be usable and casual and maybe have a crafting discount.
Interesting.
He said his answer was yes, I think there's some complexity there. There are goals when you're trying to solve with that suggestion, and we're looking at other options that I think hit similar goals that are maybe a little less complex. So that question was based off free cards that you would get that would rotate each week. Maybe just a casual only mode. So anyway, there are tons of stuff. There's a lot more questions out there, but those were the big ones that were ones that made me interested. There were highlights for that week. Yeah. And then last week we had an interesting brawl. It was we've seen it once before, the Clash of the Minions, which when you play minions, they get taunt and charge on the card. I was able to take care of that. But
yeah, I think I played it once. Just the weekend I was away from the Hearthstone and Civilization for quite a while, and I didn't get to play it a lot. But I played it once for my free pack. I don't even remember what I played, to be honest. But I played it before, and it was fun. So I'm sure it was fun this time. I just don't remember.
Now, we did have a question in chat about the Reddit piece asking if there was anything said or asked about on chat channels or making clans or guilds. And no, they didn't actually talk about that I'm aware of. I know that's been something they have talked about in the past, which I think would be awesome to see something like that come through so that you could have your groups, like, of course, we'd start Legend of the Innkeeper. That would be the obvious thing to do. But, yeah. Didn't see anything on there, but there were like 1,500 questions that he that had popped out there, and he tried to hit the ones with the most votes. So he answered a lot of them. So if you want to check it out, it is out on Reddit. There's a link in the show notes for you to go read all of them if you like. So there.
So today, Ahoon took over the Hearthstone, kicking Ragnaros out and starting his own festival. And with this festival comes Ahoon's Superior Brawl. So this Superior Brawl is pretty unique in the way that your hero's immune. So let's start off with heroes. So you get Uther and Jaina, and you get a predetermined deck. So you just click go, and you're either Uther or Jaina. Your hero is immune. And the only way to damage your opponent is by destroying these Ragnaroses. I guess they're not Ragnarosi. They're Ragnaroses.
Is Ragnaros? Question mark?
Oh, okay. But there's two of them.
Correct.
On this, because there's one for your opponent, there's one for you. They can't attack. They have 4 health, 1 attack, and if you destroy them, whoever destroys them, that 4 damage is dealt to the opponent. So you can destroy your own, you can destroy your opponent's. You can't run them into each other because obviously they can't attack. But they definitely can die, because that's the idea. That's the only way that you can kill the other hero is by killing these Ragnaroses. And it's pretty cool. You cannot heal, and you cannot gain armor. So when you gain armor, it just disappears at the end of the turn. So pretty neat. I did play 1 match. Really enjoyed it. I won by using the 1 card that does damage to all minions with Death Rattle. It does 2 damage. It's like Scarlet Crusader. It looks like some Scarlet person. I forget what his name is. But when you play him, his battle cry is deal 2 damage to all minions with Death Rattle. And these Ragnaroses, they have a Death Rattle, deal 4 damage to the opponent. So whoever the opponent is, when you kill, you could kill your own. Like I said, you could kill the opponents, and whoever kills it, they get the bonus of dealing the 4 damage to your person. So that was awesome. And I had a Nerubian egg on board. I ended up killing it off, getting a 4/4. I mean, it was just so cool. The neat thing is, when one of these Ragnaroses dies, you get another one immediately. So you can kill multiple Ragnaroses in 1 turn. So your opponents, yours, I mean, so cool. I really enjoyed it. I will be playing it again. Unfortunately, you can't build a deck for this. So those of you that are veterans and love deck building, you can't build a deck for this. Those of you that are new players, get out there and play this as much as you can, because you get to play cards that are not in your collection, which is always cool. So enjoy, and Ahun will reward you.
Yes, he will. When you kill the Ragnaroses.
You like that?
Yeah, that was great. I love it. Ah. Well, that about does it for this week.
Yeah. I am ready to play some Hearthstone. I already designated time. I am gonna sit my butt down and play some Hearthstone. I'm not gonna stand up at my desk tonight.
Yeah, you sound like you're a little worn out on the legs.
Well, I started my training, so I've been. Man, I keep. You know what? I think while I was gone, something happened to my monitor, because I think it moved, because I keep running into the wall over here. I'm too far this way, and I keep elbowing my dragon. I don't know, Vestidius, if you've ever seen this, but this is my so this is my light that my sister gave me. It's scented candles, and this thing is awesome, right? But I keep elbowing it. It's pretty heavy too, so I'm gonna have like cuts and bruises on my elbows from my dragon.
Maybe you weren't elbowing it. Maybe he's hitting you in the elbow because he wants some attention. Because you've been gone so long.
Been gone so long.
It's like,
but
hey.
I also wanted to say this. Now that I am back, I'm back from my Espo mountain bike weekend with my family. I am back to training. I'm back to hopefully a new schedule where I can maybe even get on the internet and do a little streaming. I wanted to talk about that and let you guys know that I need you to tweet at me at XCMTB Gamer, which is Cross Country Mountain Bike Gamer. Tweet at me and let me know when you guys would like to see me get online and stream. as of right now, it'll probably be really early in the morning because my wife uses the internet during the day at home, and I cannot be on the internet at all while she's working. So, yeah, my tin
probably
can
best at night.
I'm usually spending time with her in the evenings. She sleeps in, and I wake up at 4 a.m. So might be doing some morning streaming.
Well,
but tweet at us. Let us know.
It's interesting that she's having you pay attention to her when you're playing Hearthstone. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Yeah, honey. Hold on. Let me get my arm around you, and I gotta play this Ragnaros real quick here.
That's right, Ragnaros.
Ragnaros.
It's funny. Sometimes I'll be playing Hearthstone, and she'll walk in, and I won't be paying attention. I like always, and she'll be like, "Honey, it's your turn. It's your turn. You're gonna die. You're gonna die." And I'm like, "No, I'm okay." She's like, "No, that thing is going across the screen saying your turn is almost over." Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna kill these Ragnaroses, and it'll be good. I like saying that now.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to say that before we left. So,
well, thanks again for hanging out with us. Next week should be an interesting show. Hopefully, it's a little bit of a milestone. We're going to try and do something special for it, but we'll see what happens.
It is an interesting
anything works out.
Because, podcasts that do once a week, usually you get somewhere between, 40 and 50 podcasts in a year. So this is close to 3 years. So actually, it's probably more than 3 years.
It's actually over.
Is it? Yeah, I was going to say. It's
3
probably
years
closer to 3 years since I've been with you guys.
Correct.
So
yes.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's nuts.
Crazy.
Dude. That is crazy. I can't believe you guys put up with me this long.
It's easy.
It's
so much fun hanging out with you. So it's fun.
It's so much fun hanging out with you, Ragnaroses.
Oh no!
Instead of saying question mark at the end of sentences, now I'm just going to say Ragnaroses.
Okay. Well, thanks again for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you guys next week. We hopefully will have a pretty fun time next week. So we look forward to seeing you then. And send those.
Good job, team.
Sorry, I was going to say send those tweets to @XCMTBGamer when you want to see them stream. What time? What works best for you?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll see you later.
Good job, team.
Okay. Speaking of,
dude, good job, man.
I feel like I talked to all that show. Felt like I was hogging everything.
You did. Well, you had. I think the thing is, you read the AMA, and I've been out of it, honestly. And I tried to add as much as I could where I could, but unfortunately, I have been out of it. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the streaming stuff now that I'm back in North Carolina and back in front of a computer. I might be moving stuff around the house a little bit, so it might make it a little easier for me to stream too. So
okay,
we'll see.
By the way, I was looking at numbers the other day, and since we're talking about three years, yeah, that's true. Desharma says you usually do all the talking, so we're balancing it out.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, hold on, I forgot I had my screen covering Twitch chat. Oh, jeez.
Oh well, I thought you were
here.
Yeah, I thought you were mentioning a stream because we had somebody ask, did we do our own stream? And if you're still here, subscribe, follow the Twitch channel. Then this is where we're going to be doing our streaming. So we're going to try and actually push a little bit harder on streaming so that we can actually get Twitch affiliate.
Cool.
Twitch affiliate would be fun.
We have a new person.
The ancient secret
Twitch chat. Yeah.
That's right.
That's awesome. Oh, speaking of which, new people. So I forgot to mention this on the show. Oh my goodness. I feel really bad about it. So I can't remember his name though, so it's probably a good thing. So this week, well, Tuesday, maybe. Whenever I got back, I got into some Hearthstone, was playing, and I had to finish a quest, play 50 hunter cards, right?
Okay.
So I get in this match, and I played. I was playing my Death Rattle Hunter because it's a pretty fun deck. It's not really serious, and it's good for playing hunter cards because it's mostly hunter cards that I'm playing because they're like spells and stuff. So I played what is it, Safari Hat or whatever, the one that gives +1/+1 and it costs 2 mana. Death Rattle, right? Get back to your hand. So what was cool was I would play that and he would kill the minion immediately, giving me the card back. Right? And then I could play it again next turn. And then I also was playing
Explorer's
the Hunter card. Explorer's Hat. Yes, I was playing Explorer's Hat. And then I was also Death Moves. There we go. Feign Death, I think it's called. Hold on, I will let you know in a second. I'm pretty sure it's called Feign Death.
Feign Death's the one that pops all the death rattles, right?
Yes. So I played Feign Death when I had my 2 Explorer's Hats on the board. So I got my Explorer's Hats back. Then when my minions died, I got more back. I ended that game with 6 Explorer's Hats in my hands because this dude had a quest, and friend suggested afterwards, and of course he accepted. I think he probably had the same idea. Dude, we played until we till we both went into fatigue because he had the Shaman quest, play 50 Shaman cards. So as we're playing, I'm thinking, this guy has a quest. And I'm sure he's thinking, this guy has a quest.
How funny. So,
because I wasn't killing him. I was only killing his minions. And he was only killing my minions. Then at the end, once we had, I had 50 easy. And then he had probably 50 easy. He conceded. And I was like, oh, man, that stinks. I wanted to actually play it out. So he conceded. Friend request sent. Talked to him. He was like, yeah, man. He said, did you have the quest too? And I was like, yeah. So it was really cool. And then I suggested he come watch the podcast. And I told him that we might talk about Hearthstone. So
cool. It's not Deadpool 1257, is
no, I think
okay.
It's
Deadpool just showed up in the channel. Hey, Deadpool.
No, it's something about, I don't know. Something
Ancient Secret?
Clown Killer or something. Ugh. I don't know. Dude, that's okay with me. I don't like clowns. So.
Especially in North Carolina.
Yeah, right? So, yeah. I kind of remember Deadpool, so that doesn't, yeah.
Yeah, you said it's been a while.
Desharmo, what are you doing there? What is he trying to do?
Desharmo's been playing PUBG with us also.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Don't let me play that game. It sounds like a bad game. I have a link that made me think of you, Espo. Okay. You could send it to, I don't know, just.
What is it, a gorilla?
Is it? Oh, okay. He just sent it to me. I'll put it in chat. Hold on. Let me see. I'll put it in chat. Hold on one second. I gotta get in my chat thing. Where's the chat? What is this chat thing? How do you chat?
Discord?
How do you even chat, bro? Here it is. Got it. All right, let me copy and paste.
Deadpool says he's been taking a break from Hearthstone for about 2 months, just starting to get back into Hearthstone, but just doesn't know what to play.
Okay. Death Rattle Hunter. All right, so that's it right there. That's what Desharmo. Okay, I'm clicking on it at the same time you guys are. Tour de France cyclist. What happens? Oh no, that's another thing, dude. I've been watching the tour like 4 times a day. Oh, I'm so addicted. I am so addicted. I watched. We bought the special tour thing because my wife and I, we love the Tour de France. So let me see. Espo, you said you were far from civilization. Were you looking for the moon-eyed people? You know what? There was a lot of talk of Sasquatch where I was at. So I don't know. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with that guy's legs? No, that's not even right.
Yeah, the Polish cyclist showed off his legs what looked like after 16 stages.
What in the world? So those guys get tore up. This is not surprising. I did the 24 hours of snowshoe in West Virginia, also known as the 24 hours of Canaan. It's a mountain bike race, and yeah, you get pretty wiped out. So yeah, this guy is. Here's what's happening. His blood is trying to cool off, and his veins are just getting to the surface any way they can.
Yeah,
and that may include just going through his skin.
That is nuts.
Yeah, that's what's happening right there. That's crazy. That happens to my arms and legs a lot. Yeah. Desharmo, you're the man.
So I've got my boss's boss.
Oh wow.
He's a VP of IT for our company. He came out to do a visit. They do a visit every quarter, come out to the remote sites, and he came out last week. And he's a big rider as well, but he does street only. And he does, for example, he did a 210-mile ride a couple weeks back. They're in California, in San Diego. Are you listening?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me. Oh, jeez. That was bad. Sorry, I got a text message. So they were in California, and they told you that you had to ride in a Tour de California.
No.
Okay.
Okay. The boss's boss is a rider.
Boss's boss.
Yeah, he rides, and he does mostly street. And he is, they're in San Diego, so they have hills and mountains that they can climb, and they do elevation climbs and such. He does, a couple weeks ago, he did a 210-mile ride, got out at 4 a.m., got home, started at 4 a.m., ended at 8 p.m. Elevation change on the route over 6,000 feet.
Okay.
So he's totally into this. But what he's doing in September is he and his wife, who she rides some too, not to the extent he does, they are taking a trip to Europe. It's called a Backroads tour. And they go to Europe and they pick you up. This group picks you up at the airport, takes you to your hotel, get you all set up for the night. Then the next morning, they have bikes for you. You get on the bike, you ride to your next hotel. But it's all back roads, and it's a tour taking you through the backcountries of Europe. And they carry all your bags and stuff and meet you at the next hotel. And you do this for several days throughout Europe. And he said he just can't wait to go do this. So,
oh, that sounds awesome. Yeah, my wife and I want to go. We want to go watch the tour fly by. Like I tried to explain to her, I'm like, honey, you realize that like they're gonna blow by. Like, we're going to see them for like 15 minutes, and then we'll see the parade, and then that'll be it.
Yep.
Because there's a parade that follows the tour, of buses and things and craziness. And I don't know. I mean, I want to ride a few of the stages. I think that would be awesome. So,
yeah, he's actually the tour they do they're going through one of the stages.
Yeah.
One of those areas. So, he said, where he does his riding, the most he'll ever hit would be a 6-degree climb, which is rough.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys are doing 11-degree climbs over there. And not only are they doing 11-degree climbs, but they're doing it at like twice the speed he can do it at. They're just screaming up these mountains. In fact,
so it's probably a 6% grade and an 11%
Sorry,
grade is what he's
yeah.
talking about. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the grade of the road. It's how much what percentage of a foot it drops in 1 foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how they do grading in roads. But anyway, 11% is steep. That's pretty steep.
I think he said the most he's ever ridden was 11%, and he said some of the inclines that they're taking on the Tour de France is 20%.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. There's a hill in Pittsburgh that's insanely steep that I've ridden up, and I actually had to go. You have to ride up it like crisscross, like switchbacks up the road. It's nuts. But yeah, I did a really cool ride tonight. If anybody follows me, follows my personal Instagram, which I don't even know if I use my Hearthstone Instagram anymore. I actually posted my ride on there. It was pretty neat. I had a lot of fun riding my bicycle. Yeah, okay. Yeah. West Virginia has some wicked roads for anything. Driving, riding. Yeah. Yeah. If you go up into West Virginia, like just south of Ohio, kind of on the corner where West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania meet, there are some roads in there that go up the sides of those mountains that make people throw up a lot. I mean, I guess that's how I judge a road. If it's twisty and turny, I'm like, that road will make you throw up.
Well, it looks like the worst stage is stage 18 on the Tour de France, and it's a 7.3% grade increase, and the final 7 kilometers are a steady grade of 10%.
The other day was pretty crazy. Today was nuts. They had the Col de Galibier, but that was not the finish. That was actually, it was the last. Yeah, Col de Galibier was today, but then they had a downhill finish, which was 28 kilometers. Tomorrow, what stage did you say? Stage 18?
It's 18, Col de Lazard.
Oh, yeah. There's an I in front of that, I think, or an L in front of that. Ilazard, yeah. Or, yeah. Yeah, that's toward stage 18's tomorrow.
Oh, man. So that's a brutal one. That's 14 kilometers.
Let me see. You guys didn't know this was a Tour de France podcast.
Yeah, really.
Hey, and I don't know if y'all are interested in cycling or Tour de France. I know my dad just watches the Tour de France. He's not really. Well, he's interested in cycling, obviously, because I race. But he's been watching the Tour de France for years. And if you guys are interested in hearing about the stages and what's going on, I don't like Lance Armstrong. I don't agree with what he did to cycling in the United States. But he does an amazing podcast, and his co-host on his podcast, and this is just a podcast during the Tour de France. It's called Stages, and he talks about each stage. And his co-host is a guy that's been a DJ and a talk show host in Texas for like 20 some years. And he's a cyclist, and he's done some racing, but obviously not on the professional level. So it's cool because Lance will say all this stuff. He'll be like, oh yeah, and today this guy did this, and he decided to try to, do this. And the guy, his co-host, will put it into non-cyclist terms for people who don't know what's going on. So cool. It's pretty like you'll say like like when I got my musette caught on that lady's umbrella on the side of the road, and my foot came out of my pedal and I ended up doing this type of, and then the other guy will be like, well, a musette is actually the bag that you get in the feed zone that you take your food, and like he explains all the stuff and talks about how hard it is to get your foot back in the pedal after you pulled it out. And it's pretty cool because Lance talks about it and then the other guy kind of analyzes it and puts it into non-cyclist terms. It's pretty neat. But what's all this stuff? What's up? Bicycling, racing.
First one was the bicycling article I was reading that has the different stages ranked.
Oh yeah.
And the second link is that Stages podcast you were just talking about.
Oh, okay, yeah. And it's tough because my wife definitely doesn't like Lance Armstrong. She does not like him at all because he ruined cycling for the United States. When he was in the Tour, there was probably anywhere between 9 and 13 Americans in the Tour. And the viewership in the United States was through the roof. And then when he got caught cheating... he made a bad choice a long time before.
Mhm. Yep.
But when it finally came to light that he made this mistake, which I will say that me and the people that I talk with and ride with and race with, we all knew a long time ago. But I liked what he did for cycling. So, it's tough because you hear him, you kind of get a little bit of his cocky attitude and, you're like, this guy ruined cycling. But what he talks about is very good. And it's really good for, getting people to understand the Tour de France, because Tour de France is an amazing bicycle race. It is a bicycle race unlike any other than the Tour of Italy and the Tour de Suisse and, Tour of Spain, which are similar, but the Tour de France is pretty amazing. It's what these men go through, and like that article that Vestidius posted where that dude's legs were Descharmo posted. Yeah, it's insane what these guys go through. And if you read the history of these guys, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to stop there because you guys hear me go off about Hearthstone. You should hear me go off about cycling. Oh my goodness. The other day when Peter Sagan was kicked out of the Tour, I knew it was going to happen live. Like when his elbow went out to help keep his balance when he got hit in the shoulder with the other guy's head, I looked at my wife and I said, I said, he's done. He is going to be kicked out of the Tour. And I love Peter Sagan. But my wife was like, what? No, he can't be kicked out of the Tour. And I was like, you watch Twitter. I said, within an hour, it'll be exploding with all these memes and all this stuff about what he did and how he knocked the other guy over. And sure enough, yeah. Oh yeah, I was livid. I was texting everybody I knew, and yeah. But anyway, Hearthstone, bicycles. I get pretty passionate. And children. Don't you ever say children don't need an education, because I will come at you like a spider monkey. I'm passionate about my teaching, and I'm pretty sure Ducharmeau is also. Not my teaching, his teaching. We may be passionate about, because I think pretty sure Ducharmeau's a music teacher, right? Is that how it goes? Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah. A lot of people, I like to talk to them because it's low. Ducharmeau's taking words out of my mouth. It's low impact. Yeah. So, Ducharmeau, you're such a good guy. I was excited.
Peter Sagan? Is that who?
Yeah, Peter Sagan. Yeah.
Sagan,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Bicycle.com's talking about how they felt it was a bad decision.
Oh, it was a very bad decision. But the UCI is an organization that you don't want to mess with, because they will smack your hand and you'll never be on a bicycle again. Or if you do, you won't be in a race again. But I get pretty worked up about bicycling. But anytime people come to me about running, because I used to coach track and cross country and indoor track, and talk to me about losing weight or training or doing any kind of exercise, I always suggest bicycles, and not just because I ride them, but because it's a lifetime sport. It's a sport you can do until you can't even walk anymore. I've seen old guys in their 80s who need a cane and a walker, but yet they get on a bicycle and they can tear it up, because there's zero impact. You just need a butt and you need something to turn those pedals. I know people that don't even need to hang on to the handlebars. So, yeah.
Well, okay, I'm going to shut you down now.
Yeah, you need to, dude. This is...
Yeah.
I want to play some Hearthstone, but now you got me wanting to search the internet for rumors and speculation on today's race. You know what?
Cool.
I blame Ducharmeau. He got me started.
That's true. That's true. Thanks
for
hanging out with us, guys. And,
yes, I agree. Good night.
Like I said earlier, this is not a normal night. We had him out of town and back, all that stuff. So normally try and do this Tuesday at 8 Central, or at 8 Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. But we'll try and get back to normal schedule next week.
Yes, we will do our best. But I really appreciate everybody coming in tonight. This was a good surprise to see people like DeCharmo and Pheasant Plucka and Deadpool. I remember him.
Double Gold is ended.
And a few others. But yes,
Double Gold ended.
Double Gold's ended. Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, ended yesterday. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Again, we'll see you next week. And be watching for other streams of just goofiness.
Yes,
so subscribe to Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at LOTI Podcast, and you will get a notification when we go live.
This is true. This is true. Oh, Deadpool said something in Twitch.
Yeah, he asked how.
Probably talking about the Tour de France, which is blocked. Yeah, so it probably got deleted because it was probably something about the Tour de France, which would cause me to talk even longer, and Twitch doesn't like that. That's probably why it was deleted. So Deadpool, if you, I don't know, add me in game and send it to me, or add Vestidius, whoever. I think we can. Are our battle tags still the same?
Yep.
So add my battle tag. Send me a message. I will check because I'm going to be online for a little bit. I just got to go check with my wife. We got. Before I forget, dude, have you seen my wife's blog lately?
No.
Check. Yeah, and those of you that are interested, check out the Baby Espo blog because there's a lot going on right now. We just got our first batch of thousands of dollars of medication, and Dude, it got serious today. Like I was I was so nervous because it's literally thousands of dollars of medication coming in these styrofoam coolers because it has to be chilled, and it was so weird. I was like, honey, no, don't move that, We gotta I was afraid we'd misplace a medication because there's so many of them. I was like, no, don't set that there. Let me open the box. No, yeah, oh, geez, yeah. Yeah, IVF, DeCharmo. What's my wife's blog? Oh my goodness, it's on the GoFundMe page. So, do we have a Baby Espo thing?
Do Espo.
Is it Espo?
I think so.
Is it just Espo?
It might not have moved it over when I moved things. So
yeah, I don't know. Oh jeez, that's no good. I don't even know. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm digging through. Did y'all ever find the other bike in your attic? Your dad's attic?
Yeah. So how about that? So my aunt, who was clearing out the estate, was like, this piece of garbage. And then my one cousin's husband, who is always into I'm going to find a quick buck where I can find it. Doesn't even ride bicycles. He's up there and he goes ahead. Yeah, that's the, if you guys go to that, you can see a link to her blog. I think it should be there. If it's not, I apologize. But send me a message in game and I'll do it. But anyway, so my cousin's husband, always looking to make a quick buck, he sees Schwinn and he sees how old it is. He says, "Oh yeah, I'll take that. If it's I'll go ahead and I'll throw it away or whatever. I'll keep it." Of course, all the cousins, because there's 12 of us that are around the same age that rode that bike up at Grandpa's house. And he took it home and he restored it and he has it sitting somewhere or he sold it. We haven't figured it out yet. So we're all pretty upset that some dude that's not even an Esposito has the old Schwinn Stingray that we all used to ride around in Grandpa's driveway. So yeah, but I got the girls' bike.
No, there's not a link in there.
Okay, all right. Let me see if I can find it really fast. This shouldn't take me long. All I got to do is find my wife on the internet, which hopefully doesn't take too much. What's my?
For some reason, she never likes any of your posts.
Never.
or
Never.
posts on it.
Never.
Especially all these bicycle ones.
I know, right? Aw. It's weird. I don't look at my wife's Facebook, so I'm like, oh, that's a cute picture. Oh, there's pictures of our goats. Okay, am I even friends with my wife on me? What is going on here?
I don't know that you are.
Let me see. What is this? This post is like, oh, she's doing the memories thing. You know, you could look at memories. I was like, that post is like years ago.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so she says, for those of you that are following my blog, I just added an update, but where's a link to the blog? Honey, where's the link to your blog? Oh, jeez. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I think I found it. Yeah, there it is. Oh, awesome. I got it, guys. I apologize. It took so long. There it is. Baby Espo.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's my wife and I. We my parents. It's her birthday. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow. It's my wife's birthday tomorrow. She'll be 30 again.
Yeah, that's quite a bit of medicine.
Wait, what do you look at? Oh yeah. Oh, she added today. She added today. Yeah, so that's she texts me and she says, hey, I'm going to the store to get a shoe rack, I think she said. And I said, what do we need a shoe rack for? And she was like, well, I'm actually going to use it to hang the medication on. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So when we got it today, I was like, whoa. So yeah, there's a lot of medication. She's yeah. So you see, she has names on all of them, and yeah, it's I
mean, most
crazy.
people put them in a pill box and say, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, here, take one of these. This is like, oh no. I mean, she's putting the medical names on there. It's like, how are you supposed to know what you're supposed to do with what?
Yeah. It's oh, Deadpool sent us a friend request in the Hearthstone.
Yep.
So let me see here. My friend list is probably full. Let me hold that thought, Deadpool. Hold on. Let me see. If you have not logged in for the past 2 months, I'm gonna actually. You know what? I can take myself off here because I added myself to play a few matches the other day. There we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove friend. Yes, remove. There we go. Very cool. All right, so now Deadpool, try to send me one, and hopefully that works. But yeah, she's got to give herself shots every day. I think twice a day, maybe, or something. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. We had to go to a class on how to give the shots and what medication to take, and pretty nuts. There we are. One friend request. Deadpool. Awesome. I am friends with Deadpool. Excuse me. So yeah. That's our baby Espo blog. I didn't realize that she updated it today. But yep. So we have a lot of stuff going on. But anyway, yeah. Okay. I'm done.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for hanging out, and we'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.